Hey, this is Zach from Crushtown, and we have a White River Rookie League coming up soon, so we thought we'd do a in the bag for y'all. So my bag varies depending on the course a lot, so this will be close to my setup for Rookie League. It'll probably have a few less discs, and I'll get into that later. But yeah, let's start with the putters. So I have two putting putters. I putt with magnets. This is Pro D magnet, and then I have a soft Pro D magnet, very flexible in case the chains get cold and everything. I'm not much of a putter thrower, so this is pretty much it. If it's colder, I go to this one. If it's warmer, I go to this one. I'm more comfortable with this one too, so most of the time I'll putt with this. And then my other putters are zones. I got a blue Z zone and this green titanium zone. This one's a bit less stable. I mostly use this for hole 13 water hole, just because I can have a backup to it a lot easier. I don't throw it as much, so it's more expendable. But yeah, these two never leave my bag. I always have at least two zones in there. I've got two more over there. But yeah, always got to have the zones in there. A big part of my bag. Now to mids. I've got a U.S.A. anvil. It's like a more overstable version of the zone. I really need to have a more forehand approach, more overstable forehand approach. Just something that those zones can't do. Then I'll use this. This thing is ridiculously overstable. It always wants to get to the ground. No glide to it whatsoever. Great disc though. Love it. Then the more traditional mids, I think I have 8, but not all of them are different. So let's start with my rocks. I have 2 KC Pro rocks in MaxMate. They're both 180. I haven't thrown this one yet, but this one is basically just perfect. This one's just a backup in case something happens to this one. Put it on a little bit of hyzer, it'll flip up, ride straight. A bit more hyzer, I can get it to hyzer. I can just get it to hyzer the whole way. I can turn it over a little bit to just any angle that I need, and it'll do it. Then we have the Rok X3s. Bit more overstable version of the Rok. It can hold angles a bit better if I want to really rip into it. Won't turn over. I've got this extra one just in case something happens to this one. It's a bit lighter. This one's 180. This one's like 172. So yeah, it's nice. Again, I can just power these, and they finish. They're either straight. They don't turn over no matter what you do. Just super flat or hyzered the whole way. And I've got a Star Crow. Also a bit more overstable than a Rok. I originally got it because my Rok 3s got a bit more beat in than I wanted them to be, and so this is a bit more stable. Flies a bit differently. I like it. It flies similar to a driver for me, so it's more overstable. If you can, I like overstable discs. I have a lot of them. Favorite type of disc. I'm not a big understable type of disc thrower. So yeah. Basically just, I don't know, this one might come out of the bag, we'll see. And we have a Cline MD3. It's a 172, so it's a bit lighter. Still pretty overstable though, so it works. I just got this thing, so I'm still testing it out. Don't know if it'll be in the bag or not, but we'll see. Then I've got a Discraft Wasp. It flies very similar to those Rok X3s. Very overstable, so it's nice. I can rip on it. Again, very similar disc to that, but it works really well. Then I've got the Buzz. I'm still testing this thing out. I've been working with it. Not too big of a fan of it, but I think I just need more practice with it. So we'll see. I like it though. I kind of like it, but not completely. I don't know. I need to need more practice with it. Then we have a Malta. when I first got this thing, I was not sure how I was going to like it, and the more I throw it, the more I like it. It's super overstable. Just throw it. You can flex it, do whatever. It's going to finish left, for my arm speed anyway, and yeah, really like it. Let's move into fairway drivers. Start off with, I have an Extreme, just, again, super overstable, more of a utility disc. Again, super overstable. If it's super overstable, I'm gonna love throwing it. So yeah, just, I don't know exactly what to do with it yet, but still need some work with it, but I'll figure it out. It's gonna have a spot in my bag, I can guarantee that. Then we have a Discmania Instinct. I've had this thing in my bag for a while. It's a bit beat in. I can flip it up and have it ride straight. Maybe flex it a little bit, but not too much. And if I put enough hyzer on it, it'll just hyzer. So, really trustworthy disc. It's great for just maybe a little bit. If I want it to finish left a little bit, it'll do that. But mostly ride straight and then finish hard. So yeah. Then I've got my Star Eagle. Been loving this thing, especially for like hole 16. I can get it within 30 most of the time, and it, yeah, just kind of put it on a little bit of hyzer, have flip up, ride. It'll always finish left, which is great. Stable, overstable. It's nice. Yeah, love the way it feels in my hand too. It is one of the best discs in my hand ever. Then I got a Halo Tbird 3. I haven't thrown this much. I don't know exactly how it flies. Definitely need some more work with it. I think I've thrown it like 4 or 5 times, but from those 4 or 5 times it's been promising, except for the time that I rammed it directly into a tree. But from that, it doesn't even have a dent, so it's good. Love the Halo plastic, doesn't beat in, so nice. So yeah. Then I've got my Z Undertaker. I've thrown Undertakers forever and still love this thing. Just can get it to throw it at a bit of hyzer, have it flip up, and just ride dead straight. Doesn't do anything else. Maybe turn it over a little bit if I really wanted to, but it's nice. I don't have to throw it super hard to do that either, so yeah. Then I've got my Raptors, both in ESP. Just great forehand disc if I was good at forehanding. Still working on it. But yeah, I'm hoping once I have a decent forehand, these are going to be better. I'll have a better chance with these. But for now, they're still good. I can forehand them somewhat decently, but I'd like to be better with forehanding so I can actually get to use these for what they're meant to be used for. But for now, they're still in the bag. Love them. They're very comfortable. And yeah. Now onto the distance drivers, or drivers. So I have a Halo Wraith. This thing is perfect. It feels comfortable in the hand. Love to just release it. A little bit of hyzer, have it flip up, ride straight, finish hard. It's perfect. Yeah. It's a Wraith. I love this thing. Then I have a Streamline Discs Trace. Picked this up a while back. I was told it was similar to a Wraith. It's a bit less stable, which is good, so I don't have to put as much power on it. And it'll flip up, maybe get it to flex from a hyzer. Flip up, go a little bit right, and come back. Flies very straight though when I do that, so not as much finish as that Wraith, which is nice. Then I have a Surge, again, very similar to the Wraith. Maybe a little bit more overstable, which is nice, but I can still get it to flip up, ride straight, as with most things. As with most of the Wraith stuff that's like a Wraith. Then we have a Star Max. I picked this up a couple weeks ago, and it has not left my bag since. It's a utility disc, kind of, but I also use it to drive off a lot of things, just because it's overstable as overstable can be. Well, I say that, but I have 2 more discs or something that's more overstable than this, but very reliable. You could try and turn this thing over all day, it's not going to. You could throw it in headwinds, it's not going to turn over. It goes left that on the backhand. That is what it does, and I love it for that. I've actually found some decent luck throwing this off a hole 14, and I'm really liking that. Next, I've got a Z Force. Again, pretty overstable. I love forces. I can put it at a little bit of ante, throw it not as hard, and have it flex down, and it'll always finish left. Pretty overstable. It's good for that. The other thing I really like about it is the most comfortable disc in my hand I have ever felt. Nothing even comes close. It is, and yeah, I will continue to throw it because of that. It is so comfortable. Yeah. Then the last disc, my Nuke OS. I got this thing a while back. Never leaves my bag ever. Very fast, very overstable, and yeah, it goes left. It's overstable. It is reliable. Once I get better at forehanding, I would love this to be a very good forehand disc. This thing, I've beaten the crap out of it. I spike hyzered it onto concrete several times. It's still overstable. Just an overstable monster. If you don't have a Nuke OS, try and find one, because they're great. As reliable can be. As for my bag, I've got a Paratrooper. It's pretty cool. Nothing really special in here, I guess. I got chapstick or something in that one. Got a mini and a pencil and a towel from Mando's, because I get like everything from Mando's. Straight from Mando's. And and normally I'd have my Discraft, my Crush Town mini marker in there, but it is over there right now. But yeah, so that's my in the bag. Subject to change depending on the course, but also probably depending on tournament day. I'll probably take some discs out of there. I don't like having a super heavy bag for tournaments, especially when most of the shots I'll probably either throw this Rok 3, or the KC Pro Rock, or a zone off of most tee shots, aside from like hole 17, 16, and 15, and maybe 9. Other than that, it's pretty simple to throw a rock or a zone. So yeah, well, that was my in the bag.